So this client was ready for some next level artwork, and this blade wizard didn't hesitate. He grabbed the clippers and started carving that insane V shape right into the neckline, laying the groundwork for a masterpiece. This shit is all about precision. He moved to the sides, creating that perfect curve and beginning the fade. The blending on this cut is some serious business, a whole ass transition from skin to hair that looks damn near painted on. Then came the fine tuning. He switched between clippers, razors, and shears, dialing in every last detail. The way this blade wizard attacks a hairline is unreal. Each edge is sharpened to perfection. He kept perfecting that V, making sure every line was razor sharp and symmetrical. The dedication to this one detail is what separates the pros from the amateurs, but what happened next will shock you. With the cut absolutely flawless, he styled the top, slicking it back to show off that goddamn perfect fade. The final result is just insane. That sharp V, the buttery blend, and the crispy lineup, it all comes together to create a work of art. Hell yeah, this is more than a haircut. This is a whole damn transformation. That's skill you can't bullshit. This client walked in with a whole ass mane of curls, a serious project for any artist. This ink-covered stylist got to work taming that volume and defining every damn curl. The prep work was intense, but that was just the start. But what happened next will shock you. She blew that shit out straight and started laying down razor-sharp parts from a wild jungle of curls to the cleanest braids you've ever seen. That's one hell of a glow-up. God damn, look at that precision. That's talent. So this client didn't just ask for a cut, he asked for a whole ass sculpture on his head. The architect got to work carving out these wild geometric shapes with insane precision. The initial design was clean with sharp lines that laid the foundation for something crazy, but what happened next will shock you. The architect started fading and shading inside the circles, creating a goddamn 3D illusion that pops right off the scalp. This shit went from a flat design to a mind-bending masterpiece in seconds. Hell yeah. This braiding demon's chair ain't for the impatient. Look at this shit. Every single part is a goddamn surgical line. This ain't a race. It's a whole-ass masterpiece in the making. Hell yeah, perfection takes time. This client's retwist was already clean as hell with a grid so sharp you could play chess on it. But this artist with the tatted hands was taking it to a whole other level. She started combining those perfect locks into flawless barrel twists. Damn, this shit is more than just a hairstyle. It's straight up sculpture, building on an immaculate foundation. But what happened next will shock you. The final look is a goddamn masterpiece of precision. The shock isn't some wild color, it's the architectural perfection of that basket weave pattern. Every part is immaculate, every twist is uniform. From a clean retwist to legendary status. Hell yeah. So this ain't just a barber, this dude's a whole-ass painter. He's literally mapping out the entire fade with a damn brush, making sure every single line is perfect before he even starts. This shit is next-level precision. Then he hits it with that texture powder, and goddamn, the final result is clean as hell. This client came in with a full head of hair, ready for a whole-ass transformation. This damn artist didn't hesitate, jumping straight into the fade. Look at the precision on that initial guideline. That's the foundation for the whole damn cut. He started blending that shit seamlessly, taking it from skin to shadow with insane skill. He kept that fade buttery smooth, moving up with the clippers like it was nothing. Every pass is calculated, every blend is perfect. This isn't just a haircut, it's a whole ass process. Then he moved to the lineup, carving out those sharp ass edges and putting in that hard part. This shit has to be laser straight, no room for error. The technical skill on display is just next level. It takes a hell of a lot of focus to get lines that clean, but what happened next will shock you. He busted out the styling pomade, getting ready to take this cut to another level. He worked that shit through the hair, laying everything down perfectly. Then with the comb, he sculpted some goddamn waves that looked like they were printed on. The final result, a cut so sharp it could cut glass clean, faded, and just damn perfect. Hell yeah. So this dude walks in with a hairline that's seen better days, ready for a goddamn miracle. This hair god didn't even flinch. He started laying down fibers like a master painter, creating a whole new reality, one tap at a time. This shit isn't just a haircut. It's a whole-ass construction project, building a foundation where there was none. Then came the razor, carving out a sharp-ass line that most people thought was impossible. The foundation was set, the lines were clean, and the beard was faded to perfection. But what happened next will shock you. This hair god loaded up the airbrush and put the final touches on his masterpiece, locking it all in place. The result, a goddamn perfect hairline that completely transformed his whole look. Hell yeah, that's how you bring a man back to life. This little guy walked in ready for a hell of a transformation. The barber with the trust no one tattoo didn't waste a second, carving out a baseline and blending it into a goddamn perfect skin fade. No bullshit, just pure skill, leaving this kid with a cut so sharp it's on another level. This ain't your average lineup. This precision master uses tweezers to sculpt the hairline one goddamn hair at a time. The level of detail is absolutely insane. This shit is next level artistry, creating a blend so natural it looks like it grew that way. Forget clippers, this is pure raw skill with a steady ass hand. That's how you get a fade that's literally flawless down to the follicle. So this little guy walked in with a hairline that was a whole ass challenge, but this bearded barber didn't just grab the clippers. Hell no, he started mixing up some mysterious shit, some kind of magic paste. Then he slapped it right on the patch. God damn, what the hell is this supposed to do? This client walked in with a whole ass forest on his head, and the master barber was ready for the challenge. He didn't hesitate, just jumped in and started carving through the thickness, laying down the initial guidelines. The sheer amount of hair coming off was insane. This wasn't just a trim, this shit was a damn demolition. But what happened next will shock you. He started blending that fade with surgical precision, adding a clean design line and a razor-sharp lineup that completely changed the game. Goddamn, even the eyebrows got that perfect finish. This wasn't a haircut, it was a full-blown reconstruction. Hell yeah! This loctician isn't just doing a retwist. She's performing goddamn surgery on these parts. Look at how sharp and clean every single section is. This shit is a whole ass art form. She gets in there and secures every lock with insane precision. And the final result is just clean as hell. Damn, that's a flawless foundation. This client was going through some real shit, and she knew a whole ass change was necessary, so she grabbed the scissors and just started chopping. Every single snip was a release, cutting away months of struggle. This wasn't just about hair, this shit was about taking back control. It was a hell of a moment watching that old weight just fall away. Damn, but what happened next will shock you. She took that clean slate to the salon, got it prepped, trimmed, and then gave herself a goddamn glow up with some fresh boho locks. And look at that growth now, from a moment of crisis to a whole new chapter. That's some powerful shit right there. Hell yeah. This client walked in with enough hair for a whole ass village, and this braiding goddess didn't even flinch. The braiding goddess got straight to work weaving in those perfect highlights with insane precision. Look at that focus. This shit is pure artistry from start to finish. And goddamn, the final result is a masterpiece. That's not just a hairstyle, it's a whole damn vibe flawless. This client came in ready for some next level shit, and this braid master delivered. Look at that detail, the parts are surgical and the design is pure art. This isn't just a hairstyle, it's a whole ass masterpiece. God damn, that flow is just insane. Hell yeah. This client came in for a beard trim, but this tattooed artist was about to perform a whole ass surgery. Wielding that unique razor like a scalpel, he started carving lines so sharp, it's ridiculous. This ain't just a shave, this shit is a masterclass in precision from the very first stroke. Every pass was flawless, cleaning up the lines with goddamn surgical accuracy. But what happened next will shock you. The final result is a beard so clean and a lineup so sharp, it's a hell of a transformation. That's not just a fresh look, that's pure artistry right there. This absolute legend came in for a whole new identity, and this master stylist was ready for the challenge. First, he had to strip everything down to the foundation, a whole ass bleaching process that took some serious patience. After getting that perfect blonde base, he went in with a deep toner to set the stage for the real magic. This shit was already an intense journey, and they were just getting started. With the canvas prepped, the stylist started carving out a badass mohawk, fading the sides down to the skin. The precision was insane, getting every line sharp and clean, but what happened next will shock you. Just when you thought it was done, he grabbed the brightest damn red dye he could find and went all in, and goddamn, look at the result. From a wise elder to a straight up punk rock god. Hell yeah. So this client walked in with enough hair for 3 people, a whole ass challenge for any barber. But this wasn't a one-man job. The ink-covered artist and the OG barber teamed up for this project. They started by stretching out that dense texture, but the OG couldn't help but jump in trying to take over. This whole shit was pure chaotic teamwork from the start. After they finally got the hair prepped, they started laying down the foundation, getting ready for the main event. It took 2 damn barbers just to get this canvas ready, but what happened next will shock you. They put this man under a durag, getting him set for the final phase of this wild transformation. And goddamn, look at the result. They turned that massive afro into a clean spinning vortex of braids. That spiral design is insane, and the lineup is sharp as hell. From a chaotic project to a flawless masterpiece. That's how you know you're dealing with real artists. Hell yeah. 0 to 16 seconds, so this kid walks in with a whole ass bird's nest and the ink master just smirks. He gets right to work, carving a clean V shape and blending that fade from skin to bulk with insane precision. This shit isn't just a haircut, it's the beginning of a goddamn masterpiece. The foundation is everything. 17 to 42 seconds. With the fade looking flawless, he moves to the top, snipping and texturizing with his shears like a true artist. He takes all that volume and shapes it into something edgy and clean. The cut is already looking sharp as hell, but what happened next will